I didn't learn to trust people. Even as a little kid, I used to characterize, make snap judgments, turn people into caricatures of what they really were. Through my work, it's why I'm always using an animal body to portray something that's intensely human. I wouldn't say that I had a good connection with my inner self, no. I blamed everything around me. It wasn't until I got older that I started realizing that those were self-imposed states of being, that I had to find my own way out of that forest. A lot of my work is about loneliness. It's one of those darker places that I'm comfortable with, even though I'm not happy when I'm there. But sometimes being lonely is easier than being scared. From my earliest memories, I wanted to be a scientist. I wanted to be just like my dad. And he taught me from a really early age to ask questions over and over again, and taught me that that was an intelligent way to dissect the world. I mean, asking why you're lonely is not a very good question. Asking why you haven't formed a more intimate relationship with your partner, or why you push this particular person away, those are better questions. And then deeper and deeper and deeper. I use animal bodies to encapsulate some sort of human emotion or idea. These are portraits of people. There's parts of their bodies that don't belong there if they're animals. There's collarbones, there's belly buttons, there's human genitalia, plus just the gestures and the way that they're expressing themselves is completely off kilter with anything that's more primal. It's all very self-conscious and self-reflective. I might take an emotion like fear or aggression, and I'll spend a whole 2-year period designing maybe 6 to 8 different characters that are all dealing with fear and aggression, but in their own really private ways. The process I've created is something that I love. It's intense, it's over the top, it's probably largely unnecessary, but it's how I enjoy thinking and working through these questions that were the basis for the pieces in the first place. I've been married for almost 16 years and had a great partnership with my previous husband, but I wanted to be a mother. So that meant leaving that relationship and doing it on my own. At least that's what I thought for a while, but then Alessandro was like, you don't need to be on your own, and we both really, really wanted to be parents. So we already had this great friendship and an intimate understanding of who we were as artists. And then the fact that we both wanted to raise a child together just really made for an incredible beginning to a relationship. So we jumped off that cliff and landed with both feet, and we have an amazing little guy named Nicolo. The people who are close to me worry about the amount of time I spend inside of my own head, obsessing about my own loneliness or the feelings of depression or anxiety or self-doubt that I'm not good enough, that my work isn't good enough, I don't like the way I look, you know, all those things. And I really tear myself apart over them. But that tearing myself apart is part of understanding and coming eventually to peace with it. And I have to say, the thing I'm most grateful for on a day-to-day basis now is that I have someone who's more important than myself in my life.